All right, guys. So this is like my third take because I talk too much. I just want to make this very short. I got another load of review copies in, and I'm not reviewing them just now. I'm just going to kind of show you what I got and what's going to be reviewed today. Then I'll show you some other stuff I'll be reviewing in another video. You haven't seen me on uploading much lately because I've completely changed my eschatology. And the only person I can, well, first of all, I think the Lord, because truth comes from God. But the person, the vessel that God used, was Brother Jeff Durbin, Pastor Jeff Durbin, there in Tempe, Arizona. And what's kind of cool about what's going on with these two study Bibles, this is done by R.C. Sproul, and I had no idea just till a couple days ago that he takes the same position as Jeff Durbin does on his eschatology, which is post-millennial partial preterism, if you want to call it. It just means. Well, I'll get into that in another video. I think Doug Wilson. I came across his stuff because of Jeff Durbin, which really helps a lot. But what this is? Let me start with the MacArthur Study Bible. I'm not sure if Crossway always did the ESV edition or if it was another publisher, but I do know, and I believe, and I could be corrected, because this was done 2018, December 31st is when this was done. So they probably didn't get them finished till sometime this year, probably, sometime January, and probably got them in then. But it is the top grain leather. And as you can see, it's the cowhide, really thick. I like it. And oh man, that leather's like butter. Leather's like butter, but it's thick. I love when cowhide comes out like that. But I think MacArthur had something to say about, had something to do with it, because look at those hubs. They look like the preacher's Bible hubs. So I'll be reviewing this, hopefully just a quick review today, later on, and also do a quick review and overview what I think of this study Bible, which is going to be awesome because it's just a matter of a couple weeks ago. My eschatology would have lined up with MacArthur, and now it lines up with Sproul. And when I was King James only, not too long back, it's been a year maybe, if that, maybe a little bit over. I hated both of these guys, and that was just because of a prideful heart, and that King James onlyism does a lot to you. You think you're a know-it-all, and then when you get out, you realize how anemic theologically you can be when you're set in a position of the kind of King James onlyism I was acquainted with. So I'm learning a lot, and it's helping me. And I thank the Lord for these two study Bibles I'll be reviewing. I think I said it. Post-mill, partial preterist is my eschatology, my eschatology standpoint, and that's where I am now. So I went from MacArthur's his eschatology, which his doesn't really affect him too much with his Reformed position, but R.C. Sproul, his eschatology lines up with what I believe now, and so anyways, I've got these I'm going to be reviewing. A top grain cowhide. This one is a 2018 edition, I believe is what it said. I don't know what's different about it, if there is any differences, or it's just published in 2018. I'll know more when I get into it. This is the burgundy, just genuine leather. Everybody said if you go with one of these, so I requested just a genuine leather. I didn't care what color, so I ended up getting burgundy, which I like it. They said that the cowhide wasn't really worth it. Some people said it was, but I've been around a few Bibles. You guys know that. And I know that if it's a paste down, it really doesn't matter, long as the leather is a good thick leather, and it is. So it's just a genuine leather. And this is top grain cowhide, and very, very, very nice. I like it. Feels a lot better than the other top grain leathers I felt from Crossway just recently. They seem like they were thin, but I think those were considered calfskin. I'm not sure. No, they are top grain. It looks like they really this feels like the ESV Study Bible's cowhide, real thick, real nice liner, and thick and everything. So I'm not a dispensationalist anymore. I need you guys' help. And I'm going to be listening to the late R.C. Sproul a lot in here and listen to Brother MacArthur, see what he has to say. You guys know I went on a little little venture into Reformed theology, read Calvin's Institutes and the Potter's Freedom, I think, from James White. And I kind of got away from that. Now, I will say this. There's a lot I learned. And one thing I do not agree with is, and I used to believe this even when I was King James only and I was a dispensationalist and all that, but when I was King James only, I did believe that the gifts of the Spirit had ceased. I no longer believe that. I'm kind of like where Paul Washer's at with it, maybe even a little bit more of a charismatic type viewpoint. In a sense, I think it has its place. I really do, and I'll get into that maybe in later videos. But the only problem really I have with Reformed theology, and this is where I'll be doing another video, and you guys can help me even in the comments now, is I'm trying to get predestination and foreknowledge. It seems Reformed theology teaches they're inseparable, but I can see stories in the Bible where God shows his foreknowledge and he doesn't necessarily predestine it. He just knows the outcome. And like with Saul and David, you know, he says, well, this will happen or this will happen if you do this and this. And that's foreknowledge, right? But then nothing happens when it comes down to Saul. And he didn't do any of what God said could happen. So that's God's foreknowledge, but it was separable from his predestination. So they are separable. So that's what I'm dealing with, because I'm not sure on to me salvation, it seems like it's to anybody, and that we have a responsibility to respond to the gospel. And some reformers have told me, or reformers, but Reformed theologians have told me that, yeah, we do have a responsibility too. And it's maybe I don't understand it. Maybe there's just something that's not coming across right to me. But you guys can help me with that. But I'm getting off that because I'll be on that for a long time. So rabbit trail. But yeah, so the 2018 edition or 2017, something like that. It's a big Bible. So if you guys know your Reformation study Bibles, this one's supposed to be the newest one that was printed. And then this is definitely a new print, December 18th, 2018. So it probably Crossway just got them in and are sending them out now. So anyways, guys, the Preacher's Bible, still getting that. I got an email. I was really excited because Lauren Harvey, very nice lady from Crossway, was like, they're on their way. And I said, it's on its way. And I thought, well, it's being shipped to my house. It's actually, they're being shipped from the bindery to their wherever they distribute those, and of course to their own distribution warehouse and all that. So she goes, do you want me to go ahead and send you the MacArthur study Bible? Because I said I was interested in the top grain one. And she goes, I'll send that one when it comes in. I said, sure thing. So that's awesome, guys. So that'll be could be a little while. She's not sure. She thought she was going to be able to get a pre-release copy, and that still might be the case. I might get it before the big load comes in, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Till next time, guys, good day, and God bless.